Once you've made this decision about how to be in Balasana, in child's pose, I invite you to extend your arms out alongside your ears, opposite of the way mine usually go, just to block out a little bit of the light and the sound, to decrease that external stimulation, to allow us to drop a little deeper, not only into the practice, but into the heart. Begin to deepen your breaths. And then begin to press into the fingertips, across that first knuckle in the hands, through the heels of the hands, firmly enough that the elbows lift off the mat if they're resting. That little lift intrinsically begins to open the space between the shoulder blades, behind the heart. That spaciousness travels through the thoracic spine, down the lumbar, over the sacrum. That rounding of the spine calms the nervous system, sends us a little further into the parasympathetic side. The awareness washes over the thighs, around the knees, down the shins, right off the toes. Inhale. Open up your mouth, sigh the exhale away. See if you naturally dip a little deeper. And inhale so deeply. This one single breath might cause you to rise just barely higher off the mat into space. Open up your mouth. Big sigh of an exhalation, and you melt just a bit. 2 more rounds of breath here, starting to flow upon the breath before we even begin moving. This breath for this practice will simultaneously flow through you, around you, with you. And with the next inhalation, do lift up onto the fingertips enough that the head rises, so that with the exhale, you can crawl the fingertips off the right edge of the mat as the hips shift to the left. If you need a little more, the left hand can cross over the right. So we're going for a lateral stretch through the left side of the body. As you inhale, lift just tightly. With the exhale, let yourself sink. Uncross the wrists if they are. As you inhale, crawl your way back through the center. Little tension in the fingertips. Maintain length through the sides. Exhaling, take that over to the left. That right wrist might cross over the top this time. With an inhale, a little lift. With the exhale, a bit of a melt. Feel the lateral stretch through the right side. As you inhale, lift. Crawl your way back through the center. Pause here for an exhalation. And with your inhale, you're going to lift this rounded form of Balasana straight up into cat pose. So tabletop with the rounded spine. Keep that slow shift going until the shoulders are just over the fingertips. Let the belly dip into cow pose as the lungs fully inflate. With the exhale, the sacrum is drawn back in the direction of the heels, not quite into child's. Round into cat and shift forward with your inhale till you've got to dip into cow. Really roll the shoulders back, expand through the front of the heart. With the exhale, the sacrum's drawn back as if I were pulling it. Round up into cat, chin to chest, shift forward. Dip into cow, squeeze the blades together, be drawn back. Last bit of breath escapes the lungs and we round. Start your inhale as you shift forward. Feel that opening in the back of the body. Dip into cow pose. 3 more rounds on your own breath of these rolling cat-cows. Now take them as if you were wrapping around the breath. Kind of like a big exercise ball or a water balloon. If you had it to roll around, to balance on the back, to squish with the belly. One more fluid round. As you inhale, we dip into cow pose. This time, tuck your toes under. With the exhale, glide straight up into down dog. Hips lift, head goes heavy, tuck chin to chest, and inhale up onto your toes. Roll out into plank. As the lungs inflate to their maximum capacity, the whole spine evens out. The exhale carries us into down dog. Inhale up onto your toes, roll out into plank. This time let the hips sink into a modified upward facing dog and exhale into down dog. Again, as you inhale, lift up onto the toes, roll into plank. Let the hips dip into your up dog, and with your inhale, exhale, lift the right leg so it's hovering. Inhale to a 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to nose, turbo plank, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right toes spread apart up high. And with the exhale, knee to nose, then step the right foot forward. Drop the back knee to the mat, keep your toes tucked. With an inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky for a low lunge. As you exhale, you're gonna circle the arms back, straighten the right knee, bow over the leg into half split. Inhaling, just a little lift, lengthening with the breath. And with the exhale, another dip, let the spine round. As you inhale, rebend the right knee, sweep the arms up to the sky. And with the exhale, they circle back as you draw back into your Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, we melt. Once more, as you inhale, bend the knee, low lunge, arms reach up, rib cage lengthens. Exhale, we draw back into our half split. Inhaling, press into the fingertips, lengthen halfway. Exhale to melt right back down. All right, inhaling, right knee bends, left knee lifts for a high lunge. Full circle of the right arm, 360 degrees, palm lands on the mat. Exhaling, we step into plank. Inhale, shift to the tips of the toes. With the exhale, lower knees, chest and chin to the earth. Inhale, cobra pose. Elbows in. With the exhale, tabletop. Toes tuck, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lift up onto your toes. Roll out into plank. Let the hips melt for your modified up dog. Exhale, left leg hovers. The inhale, press into the hands. Rise into your 3-legged dog. With the exhale, curl into your turbo plank, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And exhale, big curling step forward, right knee drops. Inhale, and the arms reach up, hips as low as you like. With the exhale, arms circled back, left knee straightens, we fold. Inhale for length, flex the front toes if you need more in your hamstring. And exhale to melt. Inhale, low lunge, arms reach, heart opens. Exhale, roll back into your half split. Upper back round. Inhale, little length, a little lift. And exhale to melt. Once more, inhale as your low lunge, arms reach up, fingers spread wide. Exhale to draw back into your half split. Inhale, lengthening, heart shines forward. Exhale to melt. Inhale to your high lunge, right hand low, left arm full circle. Exhale, plank pose. Inhaling, shift to the tips of the toes. As you exhale, lower the knees. Bend elbows no more than 90 degrees, half chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lift up onto your toes. With the exhale, just one deep, juicy bend of the knees. As you inhale, straighten the knees, lift onto the toes, gaze forward. And with the exhale, tiptoe up to meet the hands, top of the mat. Feet about hips width distance apart. You can clasp opposite elbows or just let the arms dangle as you take a sway side to side. Super heavy head opens up some space between the cervical vertebrae and the neck. You might bend the right knee as you sway to the right, left as you cruise left. Just decompressing. Both sides of you, front and back. Both sides, right and left. With your next inhalation, pause in the center. Exhaling, release the elbows if you've got them. Bend the knees just a little bit, or all the way down into a squat if that would feel good. And a full inhalation to slowly roll up to stand. Heavy arms. Spine realigns. The head stacks on that very top vertebrae. With an exhale, the shoulders roll way back in the sockets. Take a few of those if it feels good. And then pause in Tadasana, mountain pose. Drop your eyes closed if that's comfortable. With an inhalation, press down into your toes. Feel this one breath. Roll up your powerful legs through the trunk, beyond heart, out the crown. The exhale slides down the neck, over the shoulders, right off the fingertips. Press into the heels now. With an inhale, ground into the toes. You might lean forward a bit, maybe roll your shoulders back, possibly turn your face up toward the sky. And with the exhale, everything softens. Chin slightly toward chest, shoulders low. Even the glutes let go. One more round of breath here as you scan up through cross sections of you. Just checking in, getting your baseline of now. The exhale, feel yourself ground. The inhale flows up, the arms lift with it. Interlace all the fingers in the sky. And then flip the hands inside out. Palms are facing up now. With the exhale, send the palms to the right as the hips press left. You're probably grounding into the right foot. Perfect. As you inhale, straighten up, the whole body realigning together. With the exhale, other way, hands to the left, hips to the right. Inhale to rise up, unlace the hands. With the exhale, draw the hands through heart center as you hinge at the hips and fold. Palms to shins. With an inhale, press firmly into them to lengthen. Tailbone through crown. Feel it in the lower back especially. With the exhale, we're moving chaturanga or a half variation. You might step, you might hop your way. The inhale is cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. With your inhale, lift up onto your toes and roll out into plank. Be pressed there by the breath. Let the hips sink into your modified up dog. With an exhale, lift the right leg and inhale to your three-legged dog. The exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip, gaze over your left shoulder, and pause for an inhale, maybe rotating the ankle in the sky. With the exhale, turbo plank, shoulders over wrists, right knee to nose. Inhale, back to your three-legged dog, press into the hands as you send foot to sky. Exhaling, knee to nose, really round the spine, then set the right foot down between the hands. Drop the back knee. As you inhale, the arms reach up. The exhale, we pull back into our half split. Inhale, a little length in the spine. Maybe you slide that front heel forward a touch. With the exhale, just fold. Inhale is our high lunge, left hand low, right arm full circle. Exhale, left arm leads into warrior two. So we cartwheel up, hips and shoulders point left, back heel grounds. Inhale, straighten the front knee, reach arms to the sky, palms facing one another. With the exhale, sink back into warrior two, palms facing the sky. Inhale for reverse warrior, right arm up overhead. Unite the thumb and forefinger like you're pinching the breath. With the exhale, draw it overhead through warrior two, reach forward. Right elbow to right knee, left arm up alongside the left ear, side angle pose. Inhale. And exhale. With an inhale, we're cartwheeling up through warrior two. Straighten the front knee. Quarter turn on your mat so the right toes come to parallel with the left. With the exhale, hinge at the hips. We're bowing into Prasarita Padottanasana A. Hands dip to the earth in line with the feet. Head goes heavy. As you inhale, press into your hands to lengthen the spine. And with the exhale, just let go. For 2 breaths here, you might just pause, letting the breath roll through you. Or you might add a little motion, a scrunch in the toes, a subtle shift of the hips. With your next inhale, plant the palms beneath the face, so probably on the edge of the mat. As you exhale, bend your right knee, so you're lunging toward the front of the mat without changing direction of the feet. Keep the left foot grounded. Press into the hands, just invoking a little opening through the left hip. As you inhale, come back to the center, legs straighten, have some weight in the hands. With the exhale, bend the left knee just a touch, ground into the right sole. Inhale to the center. With the exhale, let go. Let the head and arms be heavy. As you inhale, slow roll up to stand. Exhale and the shoulders circle back. Inhaling, arms reach out to the sides like wings. Left toes turn to point toward the back of the mat. With an exhale, we're shifting left hand forward, right hip back like we're going for triangle, but don't do it yet. As you inhale, slide right back up, spine realigns, even out. And with the exhale, again, reach forward. All that length in the left side body, take it with you into triangle pose. Left hand dips to the shin or to the earth. And an inhale rolls from that left hand up the arm across the chest through the fingers in the sky. Stay for an exhale. You might lean back a bit further, opening the heart. Exhaling, gently bow over that left leg. We're squaring the hips up. Spin onto the back toes. And with an inhale in pyramid pose, gain a little length, a little lift. The exhale, gentle bend in the right knee, the back knee. And inhale to standing split, right leg to the sky, facing backwards on your mat. With an exhale, lower right foot to the earth, hips width distance from left. Peace fingers and thumbs grip the big toes for Padangusthasana. Inhaling, pull up on the toes to lengthen. And with the exhale, squeeze belly toward thighs, crown toward earth. Stay low if you prefer, or with your inhale, pull up on the toes, again gaining all that length through the torso. With the exhale, squish body in toward legs. One more round of breath in, expansion through the front of the heart. Out, and that spaciousness rolls through the back. Release the toes and bend the knees. Again, just a touch or all the way down to the earth. And inhale as you roll up to stand. Shimmy the shoulders as you rise. Feel the weight of the arms drawing down on the girdle. With an exhale, roll them back in the sockets. Lean into the left foot. With your inhale, draw the right foot up for tree pose. To the ankle or the calf. Maybe above the knee. As you bring the palms to unite at heart center, lift the gaze, the drishti, all the way up toward the sky if that works for you right now. Ground into the big toe, the standing foot, and from there, follow the inhale up the leg. Through the trunk, as it hits the heart, the hands are lifted up into space. The rib cage expands, gets longer. And with the exhale, arms open, straight or cactus elbow. Inhaling, palms reunite overhead. With the exhale, they come back into Anjali Mudra at the heart. And the right foot steps down to the earth, hips width distance from the left. Let the eyes flutter closed. Let the inhale fill you from the ground up. Feel the heart press into the thumbs. With the exhale, draw the arms down to the sides, Tadasana. Breathe in. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe out. Maybe a little roll forward. 2 more breaths here. Just checking in. Just scanning you. Feel free to add a roll of the hips or the head. And with your next inhalation, sweep the arms out to the sides, up to the sky. Interlace all but the index fingers and point even higher. With the exhale, big up and over, point to the left. So the left hand's drawing the right overhead. With an inhale, the right hand lifts the left back up to the sky. And with an exhale, it draws it over to the right. Inhale, the left hand does the lifting, palms unwind. With the exhale, fold down over the legs, hands to shins or fingers to the mat. With an inhale, the spine lengthens. Exhale carries you to chaturanga, half or full. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Squeeze chin to chest as you inhale, lift up onto the toes. Roll through plank. Let the hips sink. Exhale, left leg lifts. Inhale to your three-legged dog, left toes to the sky. With the exhale, knee bends, hip opens, gaze right. And inhale to circle the ankle, wiggle the toes. With an exhale, sweep the bent left knee to the nose. Inhale, back up to your three-legged dog, length from fingertips through toes. With the exhale, take your big rounded step forward, right knee drops. Inhale and the arms reach high. The exhale, they circle us back into half split. Inhale, slight lift and lengthening, maybe front heel slides forward. The exhale, we melt. And inhale to your high lunge, ground the right palm, circle the left. And with the exhale, cartwheel up into Virabhadrasana 2. As you inhale, straighten the front knee, reach the arms to the sky. With the exhale, sink into Vira, 2 palms facing up like they're holding the breath. With an inhale, the left arm reaches, reverse warrior, unite thumb and forefinger. The exhale, draw yourself through warrior 2 into side angle pose. Follow the inhale from the right toes up the leg, cross the side through the fingers, and exhale to fully ground. Inhale is a smooth cartwheel up through warrior 2, straighten the left knee, and take a quarter turn on your mat. With the exhale, drop hands to hips. Inhaling, you'll draw back on the creases of the hips as you squeeze elbows toward one another behind you. With the exhale, we're hinging over the fingers. Let the head go. Inhale, a slight lift, no more than halfway. Maybe a little wiggle. See if the fingers can draw the hip creases back any further. And with the exhale, full bow, Prasarita B. So you've got that little bit of tension with the hands on the hips. That traction all the way from the sacrum through the lumbar, past the thoracic, the cervical to the crown. Breathe in and out. With an inhale, a little lift, hands drop to the earth beneath the face. As you exhale, bend the left knee. You might sink a little lower here, maybe all the way into skaters by flexing the right toes toward the sky. As you inhale, come back to the center, press into the palms. And with the exhale, take that bend in the right knee, your version of Skandasana. As you inhale, center up. With the exhale, again, let go. Feel the weight of the head. A full inhale to roll up to stand. So slow, the blood pressure has time to rise with you. Exhale, juicy roll of the shoulders back. Inhale, arms reach out to the sides, right toes point forward. With the exhale, we take that slide, not quite into Trikonasana. Inhale to lift back up. And exhale again, right hand reaches, left hip presses. This time, go for it. And we'll stay for an inhale that opens us up through the heart. With the exhale, gently bow over the right leg into pyramid pose. Hips square up, heavy head. And an inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, gentle bend in the back knee to launch with your inhale to standing split, left leg to the sky. Exhaling, lower left foot down onto left palm for Padahastasana. Slide the right hand beneath the right foot. Bend your knees so deeply that this inhale sends the belly pressing against the thighs as you pull up on the feet. With the exhale, begin to straighten the legs a little bit or all the way as the feet press down into the hands. Again, choose to stay low or to move with the breath. With the inhales, hands pull up on feet as feet press down into hands. The exhale, maybe you deepen your bow, elbows splay out to the side. One more round of breath, maybe a rise and a fall or a shift from right to left. With your exhale, release your hands. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. A full inhale to roll up, circle the wrists, twinkle the fingers. And with your exhale, roll your shoulders back in the socket. Press into the right foot. And inhale brings the left foot up for Vrikshasana, other side. The palms unite in front of the heart and press firmly together. And inhale flows from the roots all the way up the length of you, taking your prayer with it. As you exhale, open the arms, maintaining length through the rib cage. Inhale, palms reunite overhead. With the exhale, the hands come back down to the heart. This time, left foot lowers directly beside the right. In Samasthayi, let the next inhale fill you so profoundly. The heart rises. The crown lifts. With the exhale, the arms lower to the sides. As the weight tips into the heels, everything softens. As you inhale, press into your toes, spread wide apart. Feel that spaciousness flow up, subliming through the chakra system, through the physical body. And with the exhale, we release. One more round of breath. A little more equilibrium now between the right and the left, the solar and the lunar. With your next inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana, hips low, arms high, unite the palms overhead. With the exhale, draw them through heart center, twist to your right. The knees are stacked above the feet together. As you inhale, press down into the right palm, tailbone back, crown ahead. The exhale, lower the gaze toward the toes. As you inhale, come through the center, straighten the knees all the way up into Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, bend the elbows so the palms drop down the spine to get the tricep release. One inhale here, maybe the elbows lift a little higher. And with the exhale, sit back into your chair. Sweep that prayer into your twist to the left. Inhaling, palms smush together, spine lengthens. Exhale and the gaze lowers. Inhale to chair pose, center up. And exhale to bow down into Uttanasana. As you inhale, press into the toes, lengthen the spine. Exhale carries you to Chaturanga, or variation for a flow, down dog for a rest. If you're flowing, the inhale is Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay here for a breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, sigh this exhale away, give your hips a little wiggle or the heels a little pedal. And with your next inhale, rise up onto your toes. Roll out into plank. Sink into your up dog with tucked toes. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhaling, knee bends, hip open, stay or flip by lifting the right hand. If you flipped with an inhale, cactus that right elbow. Exhale and we'll meet in turbo plank, right knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, toes spread wide. Exhale, big step forward, left knee drops. Inhaling, arms reach up. With the exhale, they circle back, right knee straightens, half split. Inhale, little length, maybe slide forward a bit. Exhale, little depth. Inhale as your high lunge, left hand low, right arm circles. Exhale, left arm leads up into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front knee, reach the arms super high. With the exhale, drop back in. Inhale for reverse warrior. Big opening through the right side, pinch the breath. Exhale carries us into extended side angle. Maybe right hand to the earth this time. Very next inhale, we're cartwheeling up to stand, straight right knee, quarter turn on your mat. With the exhale, drop the hands behind you to interlace with the sacrum. Inhaling, heart lifts, the gaze two. The exhale, follow the drishti along the ceiling. Down the wall, start to fold into Prasarita C. The gaze sweeps across the earth, back between the legs. With an inhale, allow a little lift. Press into all the toes. And with your exhale, fold. 2 more breaths here. You choose to keep the clasp resting on the sacrum or lifting way up overhead. Crown reaches toward earth, and you might add back in that tiny, minute motion just in the feet or maybe through the shoulders. Inhale to lift about halfway up. Release the clasp hands to the earth. With the exhale, bend the right knee for Skandasana, and we'll stay for an inhale. You might extend right arm out in front of the right knee, left arm up to the sky. With the exhale, we're switching sides. Go straight through the center into the bent left knee. Inhale, you might open the arms or try something else. And with the exhale, we come to the middle. Back into your wide-legged forward fold. As you inhale, begin your slow roll upright, continuously grounding into the feet. And with the exhale, shoulders roll back. Inhale, arms reach to the sides powerfully. Left toes point toward the back. With the exhale, we take that slide first and then lower into Trikonasana for just one big breath in, expansion through the heart. Exhale and we fold over the left leg, square up the hips. Inhaling, we lengthen, press into the back toes. The exhale, little bend in that back knee. Inhale for standing, split right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee up there. Left hand might reach up to clasp the foot. If you got it, with an inhale, press foot into hand, open through the heart. And with the exhale, slow release into your forward fold, Uttanasana, back of the mat. Inhale and the spine lengthens. Extend the arms out to the sides this time. As you exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Wrap your arms around them. Squeeze. Pause for an inhale. With the exhale, release your hug. And inhale to chair pose. And with your exhale, take a prayer twist to the left. Snuggle in. And then inhale, the arms might open, right fingers low, left high. Exhale and the gaze lowers. Inhale brings you through the center, stand all the way up, maybe onto your toes. With the exhale, let the elbows bend for the tricep release. One more inhale. Exhaling, lower heels if they're lifted, bend the knees, take your twist to the right. And stay or peel the arms open as the inhale expands through the lungs. The exhale, the gaze drops. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen for Ardha. Exhale to Chaturanga for a flow or down dog for a rest. If you're moving, inhale, the heart opens wide. Exhale, we unite in down dog. Pause for an inhale that rushes through the nostrils. Open up your mouth, stick out your tongue, let this one go. Inhale up onto your toes, press out into plank. Let the hips sink. Exhale and the left leg hovers. Inhaling, send it to the sky. Exhale, curl knee to nose, feel that rounding, doming in the back. Inhale, back up to your three-legged. And with the exhale, same doming to help you step forward lightly, right knee drops. Inhale and the arms reach up. With the exhale, we circle back. Full release into Ardha Hanumanasana. And an inhale to slightly lengthen, maybe shift forward. Exhale to melt. Inhale once more to your high lunge, left arm circles. Exhale and the right one leads into Vira 2. Inhale, front knee straightens, arms reach up so high, the sides lengthen. With the exhale, melt back down into Warrior 2. Inhale for a big reverse warrior. Exhale and we glide into side angle pose. Inhale, cartwheel up to stand, quarter turn on your mat. And exhale to fold. Bring the body to parallel with the earth so you're hovering. Pause for an inhale, drishti directly down, fingers reach further to the sides. With the exhale, lower hands to ankles or peace fingers to big toes. With an inhale, press into what you're clasping to gain that length we've been finding. With the exhale, use your grip to draw yourself back down into Prasarita deep. Breathe in. And out. Inhaling, lengthen. Press the hands into the mat beneath the face. As you exhale, bend the left knee for a final round of Skandasana. You might open the arms up wide or take a different variation. We'll stay for an exhale. Consider wrapping that right arm behind the back for a half bind. Maybe to clasp the left hand for the full. Inhale. With the exhale, we're switching sides. You can use the hands for balance or to sweep gracefully into the right. Inhale. With the exhale, you might take a bind. Pause for an inhale. The exhale carries us to the center, that wide-legged forward fold. Let the head go, and let the inhale roll you up to stand. Feel every bit of the body realign, stack. Exhale, the shoulders roll back. Inhale, arms reach out, right toes point toward the front of the mat. With the exhale, right hand forward, left hip back. Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale. And the breath cushions our bow into pyramid pose. The inhale inspires length. With the exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, standing, split left leg to the sky. Exhale, the knee bends, right hand might reach up for Tapasana. One inhale here. And with the exhale, right hand to the earth. Left leg steps way back into your lunge. Knee drops to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, circle back into your half split. With an inhale, we lengthen. Now you might scoot the right heel forward. With the exhale, you might just melt as we've been doing, or you might use those tucked back toes to help that back knee move in the opposite direction. Inhale, a little lift. And exhale, you might just bow or you might keep scooting toward a fuller split. I invite you to drop your eyes closed as we take about 3 more rounds of breath, wherever you are, in Ardha Hanumanasana, the half variation, the full Hanumanasana, or anywhere in between. Usually quite static. You might invoke a little motion, perhaps a sway from side to side, just to see if there's anything to find in that left psoas. You might use the tucked back toes to align the leg parallel with the mat. And then you might point the back toes to the top of the foot to Zamir. The front toes flexed or pointed. The heart high or low. One more full round of breath wherever you are. And with the next inhale, we'll start to make our way back up toward the half split, where the hips stack above the left knee. With an inhale, we're going to bend the right knee, lift the back one. And with the exhale, we're just going for a wild hop switch. So give yourself a little bounce, and then pop. Left foot lands between hands, right foot back. Or you're welcome to crawl in, or step in, or roll in. But once you're there, drop the right knee to the mat. With an inhale, the arms reach up high, hips sink as low as they like. With the exhale, circle back into your half. Feel every bit of that lengthening, the rounding of the back of the body, the space behind the heart. With an inhale, we press into the fingertips to open up through the front. With the exhale, you might start to scoot front heel forward, back knee back. And with the exhale, just pause where you are. With an inhale, a little lift. Here you'll notice if you've gone too far or if you'd like to go further with your exhale. So carry on, letting the heart light the way on this side, irrelevant of what happened on the other. A new side, a new pose, asymmetry expected and welcome for physical reasons, for emotional, for energetic. Whichever variation you're in, or any space in between, this is a power pose. Named after Hanuman, the monkey god, who courageously leapt from India to Sri Lanka to rescue a princess. His strides apparently looked like the splits. One more full round of breath as you embody the hero in your heart. And with the next round, as we start to make our way out, it's a little different. We're shooting for both legs forward on the mat. So you might just lean off onto the left hip. You might rise up first, eventually sliding the right leg out to meet the left. As you do, allow yourself a gentle sway, side to side. Just pressing alternatively into opposite sit bones, cheeks. Reestablishing your center. With an inhale, reach up to the sky. Spread your fingers wide apart, inviting in some light. As you exhale, we're gonna first reach up a little higher and then forward. Keep the arms locked in alongside the ears. With the inhale, a little pulse up as if the breath were lifting you. With the exhale, let go. Paschimottanasana, your version. You might clasp the feet or the legs or just drop hands to earth. And if the hamstrings have had enough, bend the knees and wrap the arms beneath them. Whatever you're clasping, as you inhale, press into it to find that length. You might even give a little wiggle. And with the exhale, draw yourself in to your Paschimottanasana. Let your head go, let your eyes flutter shut. And here we'll breathe, invoking that same nervous system calming sensation as that first child's pose, Balasana. The spine rounds, a bit of the light and sound cut out, enables us to tune in, maybe even to hear the heart beating between our body and the earth. Inhale. The exhale, drop the hands to the mat if they're lifted. Use a full inhale to press into them to walk yourself upright. Keep going straight into the exhale. We're lowering down onto the spine. Keep going. With the inhale, lift the legs directly to the sky and stay. Or with the exhale, shoulder stand. If you're coming into shoulder stand especially, keep your chin super centered as you walk the hands from the lower back toward the higher. In either position, drishti up toward your toes. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Maybe you walk the hands a little further up your back. If you're in shoulder stand, in Viparita Karani, spread your toes. Exhale. One more breath in. With the exhale, from shoulder stand, lower toes overhead for plow. From legs up, hug the knees into the chest. Just one breath in here. With the exhale, we're lowering spine to mat from plow pose. Stay if you're in a ball. Inhale, legs straight back up to the sky. Flex the feet. And with your exhale, bend your knees. Plant the feet on the earth in front of the hips. Palms grounded beside the hips. Inhale. And with your exhale, peel up into a back bend. Stay with the palms planted, fingers pointing toward the heels. Breathing. If you'd like, roll the shoulders beneath you. Two options here, either to interlace the hands or to bend the elbows to 90 degrees, pointing fingers toward the sky. Same heart opening action, less stress in the shoulders. If you'd like to take a full wheel, go for it. Wherever you've come to, about 3 more rounds of breath, if possible. Maybe you extend a leg at a time to the sky. Maybe you see the breath filling the belly, the heart space, and then emptying. Last inhalation, maybe you lift up onto the toes. If the hands are bound, release. With the exhale, slowly, slowly lower from full wheel to head, and then everyone upper back to the earth. Center, lower. Heels if they're still lifted. Pause for an inhalation. Feels like the earth rises up to meet the spine. With the exhale, extend the arms out to the sides like wings, palms facing up. As you inhale, lift the hips just barely off the mat, enough to scoot them over to the right edge. With the exhale, let the knees drop to the left. In your twist, take a deep breath in. Through parted lips, blow the exhalation away. As you inhale, point the knees up. Lift the hips just enough to scoot all the way through the center over to the left edge of your mat. And as you exhale, the knees fall to the right. Inhale. And blow the exhale away. With an inhale, the knees point up, feet ground, hips lift. Now with the exhale, before setting the hips down, scoot them closer to the heels. Now feel the sacrum press into the earth as you release. Inhaling, either allow the knees to knock together for your final rest, or send the heels out toward the front corners of your mat. With the exhale, wrap your arms around yourself, hands clasp the shoulders for a hug. Give a little snuggle, opening up the space between the blades, behind the heart. With an inhale, unfurl the arms alongside the body, palms facing up for Shavasana. Exhaling, let your head roll from right to left, just once or twice, bringing the chin a little closer to the chest. With your next inhalation, squeeze the fingers into fists, scrunch the toes. With the exhale, let that all soften. Let your eyes flutter closed. And behind the closed lids, lift the gaze up toward the crown. Internally, watch the next inhalation flood from there into the brain. Open up your mouth with a huge sigh of an exhalation. The cervical spine and the neck releases. The shoulders soften, the arms melt, fingers even looser. An inhale initiates in the heart, expands through the whole thorax. the rib cage from the front to the back. Flutter this exhalation away, propelling effort from the abdominal wall, the lumbar spine down into the comfort of the earth. And from the earth, the next inhale flows up through the sacrum, swirls through the pelvis, glutes release, hips open. And the exhale rushes through the nostrils, simultaneously pressing effort from the quads, past the knees, through the calves, beyond the feet, out of the toes. And just breathe. Gently floating in the light of love that you've generated. And now begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Feel the air rolling around them as if you were in water. Slide the legs together as you spiral your arms up overhead. Interlace all the fingers, flip the palms inside out, and inhale as you press through them, the toes spread apart. With the exhale, hug the knees into the chest, squeeze. Inhaling, begin to sway from side to side, not just across the spine, but the back of the head. Sway onto your right side, where we'll pause for a round of breath with the heart at the highest point. Keeping your eyes closed, let an inhale peel you up, lift you up into a seated position. With an exhale, roll your shoulders back. Flip your palms to face the sky. Unite the thumb and forefinger in Chin Mudra, signifying that we're prepared to receive whatever our hearts are calling for. A nourishing inhale rises up through the heart, flows beyond the brain, out through the crown. Feel your whole body lifted, a little lighter. The exhalation gently cascades down over the physical body, just softening the shoulders, the elbows. Palms fill with love. Unite them in front of the heart, sealing it within. And then lift hands from heart to head. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.